1976 Special Edition. This is the 50th anniversary car. It's a 455 4-speed T-top. Somebody had actually put the cars and concept tops in it. We'll have to put factory Hearst T-tops back in it, which won't be hard, but it's actually got power windows, air conditioning. It's got front and rear console in it, and obviously it's a 455 4-speed. They only made 110 of these cars. This car came out of Nebraska here. I think it was a Kansas car at one point in time, but it actually started out in Nebraska, and a friend of my brother's basically contacted us yesterday and got it in on from a customer of his and brought it out to our shop this morning. So we'll be posting a bunch more pictures and stuff of it, but it's got the numbers matching, correct coded 455 motor, and it actually runs pretty good. So it needs obviously some exhaust work and some detail and restoration, but great car, very hard to find. We'll get the correct gold honeycombs on it and a few other pieces. All right guys, hey, I just pulled out some of the documentation on this 76 Special Edition 50th anniversary car. It looks like it was born new into Ernie Miller Pontiac Incorporated out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is the factory build sheet for the car. It shows it's got the L75 with the 455 4-barrel and stuff in it. It's the 4-speed car. It's also came with the gold honeycombs, obviously special edition, the Y82 special appearance package. It came AM/FM radio, 8-track player, deluxe interior, power windows, air conditioning, a lot of good options and stuff here. But it has the original owner's manual, service manuals, the maintenance schedule, some 76 bicentennial plates. I don't know if for sure these were on the car back in the day or not, but obviously 76 is the year of this car. But it had some point in time was in Kansas before it then came back to Nebraska, and the owners in Nebraska look like they bought it back in, I think, 91 is what I'm gathering so far. In general, it was out of Beaver Creek, Nebraska is what I saw, and the car is extremely solid. So the entire undercarriage is actually super clean. The rear tail panel doesn't have a spot of rust in it. The only spots it's got is a couple little lower spots, I think just like right underneath the spoilers, and maybe a couple spots right behind the rear wheels. Otherwise, extremely clean. It's got a few whiskey dents here and there. Obviously, we talked about the T-tops getting changed out, and somebody put a different hood bird on it at one point in time. It's still retaining the original stripes. These are the factory original stripes and decals on this car, on the sides, on the whole back half of the car. It looks like they just either replaced the hood or repainted the hood and put a new hood bird on it, or maybe it faded out at some point in time. There's still the front original spoilers with original black molded spoilers. It's the original front bumper with all the original gold moldings and gold accents, decals and stuff on it. Obviously on the fender on the passenger side, it's got the nicest 50th anniversary emblem and stuff on it, but super clean, super nice car. We'll keep you guys posted after we get it kind of freshened up and figure out what our plan is with it after we get it cleaned up and running a little bit better, and send you an updated video. Thank you guys.